your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Tua. Steps away. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. To the right side and intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Here's Levis. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
I had this shit on mute. I was asking y'all the question. Oh, asking Nah. I said, Nah, where you from? You sound like you from New York or something.
Like 13, like 13.
I knew it. I knew the accent. I didn't talk to a New York woman before. I knew exactly how it was talking. I she was talking as soon as hell.
First down run, he'll get a couple, and that's it.
Harlem, it's still crazy though.
By the guys on the defensive side of the ball, held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
But Harlem is good too. Harlem got some killers too, man. I think every city got something going on in their city. Oh, long as I know you ain't, I'm waiting on you when you couldn't breathe. When you couldn't breathe, I was gonna help. That's when I knew you was for real. I gotta see you give yourself. I ain't gonna baby you.
But just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located in different stadiums. It's in different places.
Gotta be making you booty bigger. I don't want it.
So you don't run into penalties like these.
I'll look at it, but I don't want it. Okay, it's a fake butt. I'm gonna look at the play, but I don't want it. Just know that. I don't want it. I'm just looking at how big it is. That's it. Like, damn, it's big, but it ain't right.
Well, they go play action.
That don't make no sense. Some of that shit look good on people, but some of that shit, that ain't right. Like that, I'm gonna tell you, all one I really like. They got that butt did scissor. Some of she is so fine. Nah, she got a fat guy. She got her butt did. Yes, a BBL. And looks so good.
Maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both
she got a button up. Yeah, she got a button up. She got a look.
Avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early. I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away?
Because they won't start it.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Every thing like that. If they got a symbol and everybody does it, it got to be a real reason. They're going to play with the name.
Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back to the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
They're right here.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play.
You had that money.
Sometimes you go ahead and try to.
Your ass ain't that.
Try to get it all back
you
on
really
that
one.
Weren't able to
God
do
damn,
so.
you getting bigger. Shit. I guess it is. God damn, I'm over like that. Group some more.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
I understand.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
I'm the king of my kingdom, and my son is the prince of everything. Son, you got all this, and everything that's going to be tradition. I didn't know how to know about that. Well, he gonna know about it sooner or later. But whenever he asks about it, tell him.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Always keep it real with the team. I'm keeping real with that. No, because he needs help. They gonna whoop the boy. That boy got, how old is we talking? You finna whoop him. You better put your hands on that motherfucker. Boy, I'm gonna try you at 13.
Now problems right
Oh,
out of the
peep,
gate.
peep,
We're going to
peep,
get a
peep.
delay.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, come
So
on,
they
son.
accept the
You
penalty,
thought it
of
wasn't
course, and push
man.
the
You
offense
thought it
backwards a
wasn't
bit.
man. 13 years, I'll be 43. I hope you don't think I'm 43. I won't be like that. Bro, listen, I'm talking about my son. Yeah, in 13 years, I'll be 43. Let me tell you something. Let him try it. Let him try it. I'm gonna show him some of the old school moves.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a first and...
Yeah, we will. Yeah. I was really trying to play up though. I gotta boost that up. I lost 3. Look, I lost 1, 2, 3. I lost 4 in a row before these. That's a good time to start the thing and win one. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I kind of like the way they play. There wasn't no higher than that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna go back on my end. With the light. It's off good. It seems like a team get decimated with this guy.
Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Here's Evan McPherson.
No, I know. It would be from you. It wasn't me, man. What you saying?
Here comes D. Eskridge on the return.
Fight you.
He'll get across the 20, up and down 23-yard line.
Man, you would be one-on-one right now.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Why I got the little side?
Hill brought in motion. Now run for the first time for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Open man, downfield is Smith.
Probably after this game. After this game, I got it. I would love to play you, son. After this game, I got it. You want to play me in UFC? You want to play a game?
Through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And the
I just took off for that for a second. Yeah, no, I ain't gonna call no time. I'm gonna do my thing real quick. They just quit that fast. If you still smoking by the time I say by the next 2 minutes, then you might well let me run another one. I'm putting them out like that. I'll let you got like maybe 2 plays, and then once I pick you off, like I take the fear out of their heart. You hear me?
They'll motion the tight end Smith. Oh, he did all
can't do nothing. I know I want to throw it. I want to get no too. I'll take it. I'll get that back in blood. I ain't worried about that.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
I got Android.
Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they get this
I'm talking about Apple.
To the 47-yard line.
1-1, ready?
That's what I'm saying. The motherfucker terrible. Fuck iPhone. Fuck them motherfucker iPhone, the police too, man. Fuck that phone.
Oh, yeah. And he will get into the end zone. Andre Yosibov. Touchdown.
I never have an iPhone.
Evan
Surprised this one over here
McPherson
got
now
an
to kick the
iPhone.
extra
Don't tell
point.
that for the police.
He's got it. And the Bengals move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
That motherfucker might be listening.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Bro, see what I'm saying? Y'all start talking about Siri, and then she asked about Siri. Siri don't even want out.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
What kind of shit is that, bro? That shit just ain't. That shit just not awkward, bro. They know I know. Come on, that shit. You could do better than that.
That's caught by the tight end Smith, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Balls accurate, balls on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job.
You got nothing on him, man.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet.
I could have got that off.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack
to
make your presence felt.
Too late.
Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there.
Oh my God, you didn't
defensively, it'll set up a fourth down.
Might be a little play I'm going to have to get him with.
They snap it to Tua. He gets that complete to Berrios.
Get off of me, nigga!
He is in. Braxton Berrios. Touchdown, Dolphins. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry in the carry part, Greg. That was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Get him.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack two more.
Told y'all that don't mean nothing to me. I go get it back in blood.
So after one, it's the Dolphins with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
I got that on share screen too. Oh, you my share screen? Oh, you looked at my share screen?
Gun.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow.
How much you think I weigh? How much you think I weigh? But if he weighed 2 something, I know I every bit of.
I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway.
And this drive is over before it can start. He swallowed up.
I don't know what's going on. What's happening?
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield.
Bro, you got to put it in the figure four, bro. You got to put it in that figure four.
He ran out of time.
Oh, trying to keep the play alive. But
oh, goddamn. Nah, you might well put in the full Nelson.
So this was a great stress
test for this defense.
Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
He's got Berrios. It's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Tua. Caught left side. It's complete. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Hey, man, but the bitch better say sugar free. Let me see.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. And he's in. Javon Achan. Touchdown, Miami.
You're trying to look out for the
He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown. You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now
you can't do nothing but sit there and obey.
Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
Learn, honor, and obey. There's your choice of classic when you fucking
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got Gesicki open down the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Here we go.
On 10, Burrow. Back to his big tight end, Gesicki. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. They'll try to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. In real time from up here, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance.
You sound like she would be my type if I was single.
It looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. And that one incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball, and right now, the timing, the space.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Burrow. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
On point, ready? 11, mighty. 11, gun. Shot.
On the ground, it's Brown. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
Now, Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down. Now, Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is taken in by the defense. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his...
And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins.
I'll be back.
Tua brings his guys up to go for two.
44, ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for two. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run here with Brown. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Burrow. A hit, and he has lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Gun.
Burrow throwing on 4th down. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he will score. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
Let's get set.
He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Hill brought in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. The ball comes out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tua. Looking for Berrios downfield. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter. But time has expired, and the third has come to an end.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. That one intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they just try a very short throw, and instead, the defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with a big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back the other way.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken at the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibach. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
12. Stop.
They go play action for now a loose football. It's picked up by the Dolphins. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. That's the safety from Bell.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On 2, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow to throw. Now he'll air one out. That's caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 91 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on a 2-point conversion. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Washington now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll drop to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tua. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And when they needed to come up with a play the most, Mike, this defense delivers. They desperately needed to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance to go pull this one out. Now they come away with a big takeaway, and at the end of this game, they got a shot.
On 1st down, Burrow. That one incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a big one. This 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. They get 14 on that hookup. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal.
Here we go, here we
it's
go.
1st and 10. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow now. That's to his tight end, Eric Hall. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final.
They gave me too much time, bro. You can't admit that.
Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Go down.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek.
Oh, my God.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him
good
down
time.
the field.
That's
It'll
good,
set
man.
up 3rd down.
I don't think that's good something like that. I ain't want to use Tyreek. I'm a miss.
To throw is Tua. He's going to look downfield once again.
So, just like I said, I did that shit.
And he's going to go all the way.
I don't really like that. I try to tell the motherfucker.
They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
He tried to be like me, like I left her too much time, but I know how to
Well,
get
Mike,
you.
we're kind of looking at each other up here saying, do they have one more big play left in them?
Never sweat it, never struggle.
When it's all said and done, it should more than likely turn out.
It still don't even
Play is the game winner.
And he is not
I'm
going
good
to
to you
get
regular
in.
too.
Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
Like the YouTube looking at.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25.
You on YouTube, my guy, made you famous for real.
On one, ready?
Here's first down.
I'll try it now. He trying to do it now.
Here we go. Don.
Throwing is Burrow.
All right.
And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference.
They always quit. Yeah, they can't. They don't like that shit. Speak up on the facts of it and shit inside knees. I'm in my bag and niggas piss, but bloody man, I got a bitch. When I was fucking all that fucking going and acting me about shit. Anything to take it on the nigga acting like a bitch. They lose nigga mama, niggas laughing like this shit. When they're laughing when you get your mama, dad, that on that bitch. Here we go to 3.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest
of
world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens.
What's up? My name is Ken. Fuck the neutral. I keep play. It's on read the game. That's what I say it to my face. Come on now.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 to throw right away. Throw caught by Achane. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Now Tua. Dancing to his left.
Break them off.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
I ain't see that many people over there.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those compound words like that.
Inauspicious.
Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
I don't even know. Oh, I was looking.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Daniels. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
Well, I know he ain't gonna play. He ain't really that good. I guess I'm gonna make him quit.
Drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So they're going to come.
See how you playing? It's gonna be easy.
Trying to go for it on 4th. Daniels going to throw.
Yeah, don't do it.
Work in the middle of the
So you want to go fast? Oh, okay. So you want? Oh, okay. I'm getting
down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Daniels looking to
throw. That shit now. I'm gonna try that shit now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it inside the 10.
Off of that one.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in,
You called
everyone
that.
has
I'm not going to
matchups
take
that
that
are
long.
better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. To the air goes Daniels.
Nope.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Malik Washington deep for Miami. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Dolphins will be... Great field position, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Buying time to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing now is Daniels. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go now.
They go play action. Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
I ain't worried about it. I see you can't score, though. I ain't too much worried about it. I win 7-0.
20-yard line.
I got some of the best defense in the world.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's Daniels. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Looking to pass. Tua. Here's a diving catch right side. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I don't need no comment.
Tua, the final shot before half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempted points as time will run out on this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll run with Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Robinson on a give right side.
You got too
and they'll get him down right
right.
around the 16. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. Now Daniels. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains, Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Robinson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Commanders 14, Dolphins 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Come on, come on. Set. Hurt, hurt.
Robinson up the middle, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Ready.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Commanders 21, Dolphins 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, get set. He's right, snug.
Here's Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
You got to drive.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that.
Good game, brother.
Checks to the man and crawl back in the hole. Yo, I can turn the dirt into gold. Just take a little slice of heaven and bring it right back home. The price of easy living is a bit of your soul. No appliances in your kitchen, televisions and phones, and a nice silk sheet.
I guess I'm in the mood to watch TV or something.